I am just a regular tourist who likes traveling, so I travel around the world in search of the coolest experiences. One of the finest and most satisfying adventures of my life so far has been the time I visited a spectacular city, the intellectual center of Estonia, Tartu. And as you can see, here I am again,
Full of exceptional memories.
Standing here is like traveling back to the time I visited Tartu for the first time.
Ooh, I'm starving. My stomach is growling. I haven't had a single bite the whole morning.
It feels like I could eat a horse. So my first goal is to find a place to sit down and have a square meal. I recall that when I was in Tartu for the first time, walking here, accompanied by the bell, ringing out from the tower of the town hall, I met a friend who told me about an amazing Athena cafe that was called Restaurant Volga at the time. It was incredible and it was cheap at twice the price considering the elegancy of the place. Let's go and see if I can find it again. Tartu is best known for being home to the University of Tartu, and here we can already see the main building.
Look at the architecture.
Look at these buildings. Talking to the locals, I have the impression that they can't see the uniqueness of the place and fail to see that they live in one of the most spectacular cities in Europe. And here we are, the Küütri Street. The address of the Restaurant Volga should be Küütri 1. Okay, it does not look like a restaurant anymore. No sign of the name. There still is the old name though, Athena. Maybe if I step in, I will still find the restaurant, I hope. Hello, anybody there? No food here. My rattling belly has to wait a bit because I am determined to find out what has happened to the place. It's common for travelers and locals alike to walk past old buildings and be completely unaware of their history. I must admit though, I love discovering places in different parts of the world and finding out about the past of different sites that have existed for centuries. Even though some elements may have changed over the years, such as new owners, new lines of business, or alternations to the building, very often a building's unique character will remain luckily unchanged. This certainly is the case for Coffee Athena in Tartu, also known as Restaurant Volga now, as it turns out. Now it is a school named as Tartu
The
Rotary
three-story
Petrikool.
house was built in 1783 and has changed hands and names many times in the course of history. It became a cafe and a cinema in 1923 and was a popular meeting place in Tartu's high society. The cafe's name changed from Athena to Athena in 1937, then changed its name once again in 1946 to become the Athene Restaurant. When the building became a cinema in 1923, it was one of the 5 cinema buildings in Tartu. The Athene Restaurant closed in 1994 and did not reopen until 2006. In 2009, the restaurant underwent extensive refurbishment. The Athene restaurant closed in 1994 and did not reopen until 2006. In 2009, the restaurant underwent extensive refurbishment. The Athene Volga restaurant was considered one of the Tartu's finest dining experiences. Walking into St. Peter Lutheran School of Tartu right now is like taking a step back in time. The Art Deco interior features a colorful, serrated, backlit ceiling and arch pillars, restored to the original 1930s look. The interior walls are adorned with mahogany panels, capturing the elegance of a bygone era. The school opened in 2013. It is the successor to the St. Peter's School. St. Peter's School moved to Athena's building at Küütri 1 this September. The Assembly Hall, with its marvelous design, is the place for concerts and other festive meetings. the students can inhale the scent of history, imagining what it would have been like to sit there and watch a movie decades ago. There are classrooms built according to the location of windows. As there were not too many windows in the building, the classrooms were built in the rooms that had windows. And look at this view. Young students can look at the heart of Tartu, the main building of the University of Tartu, and imagine themselves in 10 years studying there to become a doctor, judge, scientist, or someone else. This is so motivating. The attic is situated on the 4th floor of the building and is suitable for seminars and workshops. The heart of the building is the dining area, which is famous for its fabulous ceiling, which was taken off during the Soviet times and is put back now to restore the historic elegant atmosphere. This place is definitely worth a visit, but I will now continue my hunt for food, as from this incredible building I only got food for thought.